Do you believe in ghosts? Well, there is a house in my neighborhood called the Epperson House, and people have heard ghost stories about it being haunted, and so have I. By the way, my name is Carter. I wanted to find out more about the history of the house. There are a few people who could be haunting it. One is Mr. Uriah Spray Epperson, also known as U.S. Epperson. He was born in Indiana in 1861, and he moved to Kansas City at the age of 6. He only went to school up to the 8th grade, but he got rich in meatpacking, land investments, and the insurance business. He even bought the first automobile in Kansas City. He and his wife, Elizabeth, started building the house in 1919. The house cost $450,000. That would be over $6 million today. It was a 4-story house with 6 bathrooms and 48 other rooms. It had an elevator, a barber shop, a badminton court, a swimming pool in the basement, a library with over 2,000 books, and some people say it was also filled with tunnels, trapdoors, and secret passages. The Eppersons had no children, but they had a woman they treated as a daughter. Her name was Harriet Barse. She was very good at music and designed an organ for the grand hall of the house. Harriet died a few months before the house was done, so she didn't get to see the organ finished. Some people say she is the one who is haunting the house. Mr. Epperson lived in the house only a few years before he died. His wife, Elizabeth, lived there another 12 years until she died too. After she died, the house got donated to the university, now known as UMKC. Over the years, the building was used by the university for various things. People began to report seeing strange things: a ghostly woman in a gown for a concert recital, an arm in a blue coat turning a light off, a car crashing into another car parked by the house but then disappearing. Why do people think the house is haunted?
It's a good question, Carter, and I would have to say that I think there have been reports from people over many years of seeing things that seemed unusual or unexplained, and so those stories continue to exist and to be shared over long periods of time. And as people hear those stories, they kind of begin to take on a life of their own. Do I think the house is haunted? So I don't really believe in ghosts the way that people talk about ghosts and haunted houses and such. And I would tell you that I have been in the house many times by myself at night, checking out things with respect to the facilities. I've never seen anything unusual or anything peculiar. Like many old houses, it makes noises. But I've never seen anything that would lead me to believe that it is haunted.
Have you ever seen anything unusual or strange in the house?
As a matter of fact, I have. I've done 2 investigations, paranormal investigations in the house. The first one, the only really significant thing that we've witnessed is we went down one of the stairwells that leads from the stage into the basement. And the door was locked, and when I tried the handle, I could tell that it was locked. I took my hand off, and the door handle rattled on its own. And then the second time, with the second investigation we did, we were sitting in the organ loft between the first and second floors, and there's a stairwell, a spiral staircase that runs from the first floor to the second floor on the north side of the building. Well, at the very top, there's this podium, banister podium with it looks like a pine cone sitting on top of it. Well, at night, the light shining in from the windows casts a shadow on the other wall of that podium. Well, the shadow kept going in and out. It would be there, then it would disappear, then it would be there, then it would disappear. So I figured, well, maybe there's a light outside burned out or flickering. So I went and looked. There was no light.
Do you think it is haunted?
I have no doubt it is.
It continues to be a mystery.